Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready? It's showtime.
Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint, where the truth always matters. I'm your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative. I am your trusted source for hard-hitting conservative news. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hi, Vic. Good evening, Patriots, and welcome to another electrifying episode of the Conservative Viewpoint. I'm your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative. And tonight we are diving into a topic that's more relevant than ever: the creeping shadows of communism and socialism within our beloved United States. As we gear up for the upcoming election in November, it's crucial to understand the stakes. We're not just voting for candidates, we're voting for the very soul of our nation. The principles of freedom, individual responsibility, and the limited government are under threat from ideologies that promises equality but deliver only control and mediocrity. Communism and socialism have been tried and tested around the world, and the results are clear. Economic stagnation, loss of personal freedoms, and a government that grows every more intrusive. Yet here we are facing a resurgence of these failed ideologies right here at home. Now it's up to us to stand firm, to educate, and to advocate for the values that have made America the beacon of liberty and prosperity. So buckle up, folks. Tonight we're going to dissect these ideologies, expose their flaws, and discuss how we can protect our nation from their influence. We will also hear from the people in chat and what they are hearing about this and their feelings on the dangers of socialism and communism within our United States. Stay tuned, stay informed, and stay free. This is the Conservative Viewpoint. Let's get this show on the road. Welcome, everyone. Madeline, Lee, and Vic. I already see Vic in there. How you guys doing tonight? Glad you guys stopped by. Well, we're halfway through the week, and it's almost a weekend. So let's hope the rest of the week goes fast. For you guys that have to work out there, got a hell of a show for you guys tonight. I added one or two more things right before we got on. Yeah, you're welcome, Lee. Hope you enjoy it. But all right, tonight, yeah, there's a hell of a choice coming up in November. Do we choose socialism and communism, or do we choose to continue to be a free country that we are and that we have been? That is the question on everybody's mind, and what is on the ballots come November. So I'm hoping everyone chooses the right direction and chooses the direction this country needs to be on, and not the Democrats' direction, because that is the socialism and communism that we are seeing right now. It's got to stop. So with all that, guys, we're going to get started and get into this. Hey, MAGA, what's going on, MAGA? Now, the first thing we're going to get into is Biden's still pissed about losing his nomination and the way they went about it. And now they're screwing with him big time, and I don't even think he realizes it. That's how damn dumb he is. Gregory, welcome, bud. The pathway to communism and by the way of socialism. There you go. Perfect example right there. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. So an ex-CNN analyst calls out symbolic, super telling details about President's DNC speech. Now, it was tough for me. Billy Bob, what's going on, man? So I do got a video on this I'm going to show you here. So let me find it here real quick. I got so many other videos. I got to make sure I get the right one here. And it should say number 1 here somewhere. There it is. Look at this video of this. I think he's a geek myself, but take a look at this.
The party has rapidly moved on. That's not an easy thing for Joe Biden to deal with, right? All of a sudden, he was losing the race, and now Kamala Harris is winning the race. Democratic base voters were totally unenthused about him, and now they're super enthused. If you are a human being, you understand why that would be difficult to grapple with. Joe Biden has been in politics since the early 1970s, 50 years. This is not how he wanted the last chapter of that book to go. He did not want the last chapter, one of the last big speeches he gives, to be on the first night of the Democratic National Convention. And he is pissed because he feels as though he was pushed. He was forced into this decision, which he was. And I think that's totally fine to acknowledge, right? This is the reality of the situation. He did not want to leave. He was forced to say, okay, I have to leave, because he was going to have an open revolt on his hands. Now, how much of that will come out in the speech? Very little, right? Very little. I would assume none. It's a pre-programmed speech. He's going to have it written. It's going to have gone over a bunch of times. But I do think it is telling that Joe Biden, after he gives the speech on Monday night, will leave Chicago, not participate in any more of the convention, and go on a vacation in California. I mean, I guess he could go further away, but not. I guess he could go to Hawaii, but not in the contiguous United States. It's hard to get further away, right? So he's going to California.
Great, Gregory. My back's doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. But you hear that, geek, and you know it comes from CNN. I don't care if he's X anything. He's still a moron. But exactly right about Biden being pissed. And yeah, I would be too if I had something taken away from me like that. But does Biden even really understand it? I know there's people that have moments of dementia and whatever that come and go. So maybe he comes and goes. But I guarantee that Jill Biden doesn't let him live it down. Oh, no, she's probably yelling at him every day. But you notice how he goes and does his speech, and then he bolts straight off to California for vacation, which he's been on vacation this whole time he's been in office. So thanks for stopping, William. They can say whatever they want. They're deliberately scheduling brain dead Biden on the first day at 11:30 p.m. to hide him from the public. Oh, yeah, and to make him tired, Gregory. So he screws up. So people see, well, this is why we did it. Well, hell, if you got a brain to you, you would notice that 4 years ago when the man started. He just has gotten worse throughout the years. They didn't need to prove that. The debate didn't need to show it. We've already known that. So he can be pissed all he wants. It's his own fault and his wife's fault. He shouldn't have been in there in the first place. They shouldn't have cheated and installed his ass into the White House either. Now we're going to get into Biden says DNC anti-Israel agitators. They have a point. Now this man doesn't know, or he's kissing ass to every side. He kisses ass to Israel, gives them all the weapons, and well, sometimes. But then now he's kissing these people's ass. Why? Because of votes. Even though he's not in there, he's kissing their ass because he wants the votes to go to this dimwit that they got in there right now. So that's the only reason he's saying they've got a point. But the problem is that we have terrorist sympathizers within our government that believe this stuff. And that this is why we got to stop this communism and socialism. And it's got to be done in November. There's no other choice. Or everything that Dennis and I are doing with the Don't Get Dead disaster factor tips, they are going to come in handy. And you guys are going to be the only ones ready to go if you take the tips. Sean, I didn't see Sean in here. There's Sean. What's going on, Sean? And, yep, we got him Lee in here. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad you guys are tuning in here, but let's see what I got. All right, let me show you this video. It's only 34 seconds long. It's about these Israel agitators. Listen to this.
Those protesters out in the street, they have a point. A lot of innocent people are being killed on both sides. Just as we worked around the clock to bring home wrongfully detained Americans and others from Russia in one of the most complicated swaps in history, but they're home. Kamala and I are going to keep working to bring all Americans wrongfully detained around the world home.
They're being killed by terrorists. What's your point? The point is they're being killed by terrorists. And Israel is doing what they can to protect themselves. Exactly what a true leader does. He protects his people in his country. None of these people that are in there right now are true leaders. They are giving away to communists, and that is why we are becoming a communist country, because they're letting China do what they want, Russia do what they want, and they're a laughingstock. What's his words when we kept saying every time they start to do something, when Russia went to invade Ukraine, what did he say? Don't. China's getting ready to hit Taiwan and flying that balloon over us. What does he say? Don't. That's his famous words. And what happens? They do. Oh, yeah, this is just the most pathetic excuse for an administration. I don't give a shit what they say on this fake news media that Joe Biden's going to go down as the best president in history. This man's going down as the worst president that destroyed this country. Now she is running right off the bootstraps of him, and she's just going to do even worse. We're going to get into that here in a couple articles too. He's technically still president, so if they don't have enough confidence to put him on prime time, they still claim he is still in charge. Oh, yeah, most definitely. I'm not sure where Dennis is at, William. If the Democrats are able to rig this election away from the American people, we are through as America. You better believe it, MAGA. That is no doubt whatsoever. I got to get back up here and make sure I didn't miss somebody. Nope, I didn't yet. I see Cecil's name in there. Yeah, that's right, Sean. And Kurt, yep, there's Kurt in here too. Yep, there's Kurt. All right, I see Kurt now. All right, I just don't see Cecil yet. Or I missed him up through here, running up and down through here. All right, let's get that one out of here. Get this one out of here. Now, you guys had to seen this one here a little bit ago. But wait a minute. Biden slipped yet again that night by admitting the truth by saying that the goal is to continue with illegal immigration. Oh, most definitely. That is not their only mistake. They've made so many mistakes. It's just pathetic. And they're playing this hype up on her, and it is becoming known that it's only hype, and everything that they've done, the ads, the polls, and everything are all manufactured. It's coming to light now, and people are going to see that. Now, you guys had to have seen this part. The U.S. revises job report says created 818,000 fewer jobs than estimated in the spring of 2023-2024. Well, these lies have been going on forever. I want anyone that can tell me, and I've been asking this question on Biden's site, on every White House site I could find, where have these companies opened in this country to create, what did they say, 2.1 million jobs, I think it was? Yeah, from April to March of this year. The original estimated paying job creation was 2.9 million. Where did these companies open, these new companies, to create these jobs? No one can answer it. No one will answer that. I've asked it so many Democrats that I find on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. I've asked them that question. Nobody will answer that question because it's not true. These guys, they have not created anything. They're counting people going back to work from COVID as creating a job. That's not creating a job. That is people going back to work. And most of them didn't go back to work. Most of these people lost their benefits. And now, who got the jobs? Illegal criminals. That's who got the jobs. Who's taking over legal immigrants' jobs? Illegal criminals. That's where the jobs are at. They did not create anything. And if you can show me any manufacturing companies, you know how many factory jobs that would have to open, how many companies would have to open to create that many jobs in this country? So that 818,000 fewer jobs just makes the economy even worse than what they had it before. So this is all bullshit, and somebody needs to front them on it. But where is our Republicans? Why aren't they making a big deal out of this? Not saying a damn word. Not that I've seen anyways. They are not mistakes. They are intentional. Exactly right, Cecil. Everything that they do is intentional. They don't do things by mistake. These job totals were left out for a reason, and that is because of votes. For the liberal idiot sheeps out there that think they can believe what's going on. Where are you? Got two of us over here on Facebook, and I'm also following you on Wimpkin. I'm right here, Eric Von Zipper. I love that. I can't watch both chats at the same time. Gab on here. I can't wait till you guys start your show there, Vic. That's going to be, all right, Rowdy, what's going on, man? Oh, that's what I need to bring up. Oh, shoot. I don't think I can do that. Hold on one second. I wanted to see that. I can't do that now. But you guys got to go to Vic's page on Wimpkin, Violent Vixen 29, and check out her and Gab's thumbnail. It's awesome. It's great. I can't wait till the show starts. Okay, now I got a video on this. It's only 57 seconds about the job report that they put out. Listen to this.
The economy is not as rosy as you would think it would be, because yesterday the Labor Department issued a report, a revision to their earlier numbers, that there was actually 818,000 fewer jobs added to the economy than over the last year. Down 28% year over year in the article reported by the New York Times. Now, if that doesn't scare you, look at the downward trend of this this line graph going downward over the last couple of years. It's not good. Less jobs are being added because people can't afford, companies can't afford to hire people. We've increased minimum wages. People can't afford to pay higher minimum wages when you have increased costs, increased interest rates, increased rent costs if you're renting a place or trying to buy it as well. So not a rosy picture, but something to keep in mind over the last 3.5 years. I wonder what that is.
And you made a very good point. And Lee made a good point in here. Where'd it go? I lost it. They are counting people having to work multiple jobs to keep up their current lifestyle, groceries, and fuel. That's exactly right. And there's Gab. I see her now. And I'm sorry, Sean, I won't say zipper again. Oh, Kamala's going to come in. Got to stop that. Hi, Tina. Welcome back to the show. All right. Where are we at now? I got that off. Did I get that off of there? No, I didn't get that off of there yet. Got to get the videos off. But I got so many of these videos, it's unreal. Too much going on. And these Democrats sit there and lie. And that's not on right now, thank God. And I'm sick and tired of all the lies going on. And that's what we've got to uncover. That's why I ask you guys to share my videos so we get this out to people. Because, I mean, what hell? August is almost done already. And that sucks. It means winter's coming. I don't like cold. All right, next thing on the agenda is protesters highlight deeper divide within the Democrats as DNC convenes to back unvoted for Harris. They are not having a good time at the DNC compared to like the RNC was. And I think I put this one in here for that video, this video for that one. Let me see. No, we're going to wait till the next one. But you guys saw how they breached the fences and everything, except since a fence isn't good enough for our country, but it's good enough for them. I don't remember a fence being up at the RNC. Do you guys? I don't remember that at all. It's the DNC. It's all lies. Exactly, Lee. Everything that comes out of the Democrats' mouth are lies. And why these idiot liberals cannot see this when all this proof comes out, and we're not the ones that put the job reports out. The Democrats do. So now they're showing off the lies that they've been spewing for the past 4 years, and it's all coming true. But now we got the pro-Palestinian demonstrators breaching part of the DNC, getting inside the building, which was great, wreaking havoc inside the building. It took them a while to get them out, but they said 53 people were arrested for it. Tammy Huddleston and Maurice Chuck Hubbard. Okay. But where's it? Take a look at this video real quick of these Palestine breaching the fences. Now, they said like 52 people got arrested. But you know what? I'll bet you anything that these guys their charges will be dropped. I'll bet you Kamala Harris is already starting a bail them out fund again for these people, just like she did Antifa and all them. And during George Floyd riots, bailed all them people out, and nobody got charges brought against them. That's what pisses me off even more. I don't mind them guys protesting, them Democrats. They deserve it. But yeah, Sean, I'm pretty sure I would like it down in Texas around those months. It'd be a hell of a lot better than Pennsylvania. So far, they have sacrificed 25 babies. They've done oh, you're kidding me, Gab. I didn't even know that. That's so pathetic. Didn't they say the name Trump like 133 times in their speeches before, but never mentioned the border once? That's the problem, Tina. This is just nothing but a big Trump fest. I said it, yesterday or the day before? It's a big Trump derangement syndrome meeting. It's like the AA meetings. This thing was for Trump's derangement syndrome people. It's one big Trump fest right there. The bash Trump. That's all it is. They don't give about their policies. They don't tell them what they're going to do for this country. Nothing. The only other thing they're worried is trying to bash Trump as much as they possibly can. Someone said at the DNC we're going to have to build the fences higher and they don't want a border wall. Exactly, Madeline. They're good with that, but protect them. Protect them with the walls. Protect them with the guns. That's okay. But when it comes to us, our security, they don't give a shit about us. And that's why I tell you, and it's all politicians. Republicans do want to, well, most Republicans want to build the wall. Except the rhinos we got in there. But they're as far as that goes, yeah. But as far as our security, they hate us. All politicians hate us. The only time they like us is when they need our vote. That's the only time. People need to wake up and see that. And I know you guys know that, but these idiots out there definitely are the ones that are clapping for that Twit Harris. The camel toe shouldn't be getting claps at all. She probably got to clap. Don't need claps. Greg says the Antichrist actually are paid very well to do this criminal activity. Exactly right, Gregory. Just like Antifa and BLM, They paid them handsomely to burn down cities, and that Walsh let them. He didn't do a damn thing to stop them from burning down his state. He's a pathetic piece of shit. I don't understand how they couldn't vet him better and keep him out. He should be in jail, not running as a nominee for vice president. That's crazy. 25 kids have been aborted at the DNC. I wonder how many dudes got their nuts snapped. They all need done. They should have lined up every damn one of them, even the politicians, and snip all of them. Ain't no Democrat liberal needs to reproduce it all. What kind of woman would celebrate an abortion? Exactly right, Dennis. And how you doing, Dennis? I must have missed you coming in. Yeah, that is pathetic. Having a mobile abortion and vasectomy clinics right there at the DNC. There is a murder heaven right there. Every one of them should be, whoever ordered that to come there should be put in prison. And every one of the fetuses that they removed, or babies, however, whatever, how old they were, they need charged with that murder. Period. It's disgusting. Somebody fed the maggots at the DNC maggots for breakfast. Those who want us to eat bugs don't want to eat bugs. Exactly, Sean. The mental abuse and sexual abuse. Yeah. This Biden administration has brought out the mental illnesses out of the woodwork. Because why? Because that's what the Democrats are. Obama made mention of the size of Trump's manhood. Yeah, that was disgusting. Big Mike is probably getting mad. Obama's probably mad because Big Mike and Trump are both bigger than he is. So that's why he had to bring it up, to make him feel better. You know, people that tell you what size of fish they got when it was this big and they got this big. That's what Obama does. The racist pig. 28 viewers on Wimpkin. So if everyone would go to CC's Rumble page and give him a thumbs up, even after the show, it helps him. Thank you, Billy Bob. If you go back on my feed last Saturday, we have 5 fudly lesbians waving Hamas flags here at Joplin, Missouri. I went home, put up the American flag and Veterans for Trump flag in the back of my truck, and went and trolled them. You can see the video I made on my feed. Oh, yeah, I'm going to definitely have to do that. Oh, that'll be great. Aaron's in the house. Did I miss Aaron? Where's Aaron at? I didn't see Aaron yet. I don't want to. Oh, I did miss him. Hi, Aaron. What's going on? Get back down here so I can see. Hell, they don't even need our vote anymore. The Democrats can print them faster than they can print money these days. Oh, most definitely right there. I asked this question on another conversation. Does a beta male qualify for such things? Ooh, I don't know about that. Oh. Let's see what's going on here. I was typing something in, guys. All right. Well, let me get on to here. Let me get on to here. We got to get rid of this. Them Palestinian pricks. All right. Now, you heard that Kamala Harris wants to raise the corporate tax rates up, right? To 28%. Right now, they're paying 21%. Trump lowered it from, I think it was at 34%. Lowered it to 21%. And what happened when Trump lowered it to 21%? We all benefited from it. Lower food prices, gas prices, lower taxes, everything, because Trump gave the tax breaks to corporations. Now, if she gets her way and gets in, they cheat well enough, raising that up is going to raise the cost of goods up by 13% across the board. And that is going to break the economy. Just that alone, not counting everything else that they want to do. That there alone will break this economy and will shut it down. this is why, guys, we got to bust our asses to try to save this country come November. So remember the 10-10 rule, as Bongino said, get 10 people, text 10 people, take 10 people, whatever it is to vote. Get them out, register them, take them to vote. We got to do what we can do to save this country. Thank you, Lee. Yep, the snip. They need to do it to all of them. Nobody comes out a liberal, they need snip. They shouldn't be allowed to have kids, no matter what. I couldn't believe Planned Parenthood had an abortion mobile unit there. Yeah, and they're government funded. That's what a bitch is. We don't approve of abortions, but they can use our money to pay for these things. That's got to stop. Spay and neuter all liberals and Democrats. Exactly right. Exactly right, MAGA. That Kamala Harris, fuck her. Exactly. That'll work perfectly, Greg. A sharp night and cold water. Ice cold water. That'll work. But that's going to be an end to this. And I think I might have something on that. So let me just look here. Hey, Becky. We don't know those abortion situations of those women at the mobile place. It's better than back alley. Move to a real topic. They want you to go on and on about this topic. No, it's just pathetic. They shouldn't have it there, Becky. That's the whole point. They shouldn't have a mobile vasectomy and abortion place at the DNC. That's the whole point about the topic. But now listen to this video about her proposition on this stuff. Take a look at this.
And Vice President Kamala Harris has announced a proposal to increase the U.S. corporate tax to 28% from 21% if she wins the upcoming election. This move aims to reverse the tax cuts implemented by former President Donald Trump, who reduced the corporate tax to 21% from 35% during his tenure. Harris argues that this increase is necessary to ensure that billionaires and large corporations pay their fair share of taxes. According to the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, this tax hike could reduce the U.S. deficit by $1 trillion over the next decade. Harris has also emphasized her commitment to maintaining President Joe Biden's promise not to raise taxes on individuals earning $400,000 or less annually. Her campaign stresses that the proposed corporate tax increase will not affect middle-class Americans, but is designed to create a more equitable tax system. Alongside this, Harris plans to introduce tax cuts for most Americans, ban price gauging by grocers, and invest in affordable housing.
That's another thing. She says she's guaranteeing 3 million homes built. And now I just saw where that idiot mayor of New York has ordered all of his people to check every New York-owned property that they have to start building houses on there. He wants like 526,000 homes built on their properties that they own. This is the most major sucking up I've seen in an election in forever. But the problem is, all this is going to break the economies, and they don't even care about it. They don't care how much deficit that they run up. You're not going to build 3 million homes around this country and not break the bank. It's not going to happen. All right, now we're going to get into a little bit of Trump here, because the DOJ, and we mentioned something yesterday about this, but the DOJ is actually backing Trump on Trump entitled to protection in 2020 for the protesters' lawsuits that happened when he sent the National Guard in during the George Floyd riots and to have them removed. And now the DOJ is saying that Trump deserves this over the presidential, where the hell did it go? You know what the Supreme Court just told him he had immunity for that, you know? So take a look at this video whenever they talk about this, about Trump deserving this. I was like shocked that the DOJ would even say this.
Hi, everyone. Harry here to talk about the Department of Justice's decision to substitute itself for Donald Trump in a lawsuit growing out of the 2020 episode that you may recall, in which protesters in Lafayette Square were suddenly just cleared out. Was Trump or the federal official, this is not a special presidential doctrine, was the person being sued acting within the scope of his or her employment? Was he basically acting like a president here?
Huh. Did you guys all hear that? Is the sound up for you guys? Can you hear that? Because I had somebody come in on Rumble and saying the sound wasn't working. Can you guys let me know if you hear that? I know we've got a delay, so I have to wait for a couple seconds to make sure that you guys can hear it. But were you able to hear all that, guys? On both, everybody. Facebook, too. And Wimpkin, did you guys hear that video? All right. Becky heard it on Facebook. Let me see. And Gregory and Cecil said yes. So I'm not sure what's going over there, John. But thank you, Becky. But okay. Where was I at on that one? Which one did I just play? But anyways, yeah, that's what that guy shows in there. I'm surprised that the DOJ is even helping him with anything. But since Biden's out of the way, I think these guys are just hoping to keep their jobs when Trump gets elected. Now this one, Trump says the Democrats are a party of socialism. No better time to let him say it himself, right? Listen to this.
They want to take away your health care, your health insurance. They want to take it away. Democrats are now the party of high taxes, high crime, open borders, late-term abortion, killing your Second Amendment, and radical socialism. The Republican Party is the party that America wants. That's what America wants.
That's an older video, but it fits perfectly in today because it's true. Everything that they do is communist and socialism, period, no matter what. Did you guys see that California held passed on pledging their debate? Yes, Gab, that was great. I saw that yesterday, and I mentioned it that they just blew right over. And then that's her state. That's what got me the most. And they're the ones that they just passed on her and did not delegate their delegates to her. And that was hilarious. More equitable tax system equals to hype inflation increases. The higher taxation on the higher economy or income levels, the higher the cost of goods produced. It's utterly absurd. Exactly right. And what they're planning will put everyone in breadlines. You'll be standing waiting to pick up that government cheese again, like they did back in the day, because of this radical bullshit of the Democrats. I got it on Wimpkin and Facebook, just not on Rumble. Ha! That is strange. I don't know why that would be. John? Rumble must be having some issues or something. I don't know why that would not be working. It's saying the sound's not working there. So, nothing I can do about it on my side, that's for sure. The thing that bothers me most is that we know they plan on rigging 24. There's no way in hell Camel Toe can beat Trump. They are going to do it again. It's obvious. Now, I don't know if it's on this one or if it's for tomorrow. And I think it's on tomorrow that they have on tomorrow's episode. They're talking about the steps that they're going through to steal the election. And I believe it's on tomorrow. I think I saved it for tomorrow. And we will go over that too, Baga, about them stealing it. We're going to see a lot of that between now and November. We are close. This is almost September already, people. That's not even a good thing. I've never been so more nervous about an election in my life than this one coming up. That's pretty bad. Do not get complacent. We need to get out and vote. Exactly right, Lee. We have to get out and vote no matter what. Bait and switch. Kamala ain't the one. I hope you're right, Gab. I hope you were right. But we will see. I was hoping anybody would take over, but I don't care who they put in. The longer they take, the worse it's going to be for them. So we're going to have to wait and see. It's up to the people to stop it from happening. Exactly right, Cecil. We are the only ones that can stop it. Because I feel that if they steal this election, they're going to cause a civil war. I just have that feeling. All right, let's keep going here. Trump has already said he will investigate the entire spectrum of the institutions that were involved, and he gave them all the warning. Turn in their resignation by noon on Election Day, or they will be fired at least. I hope so, Greg. That's exactly what needs to be done. California it could fall off the map, and I would not care. The Hollywood elites can go with it because I can't stand them either. They think because they're actors that they can run their mouths all they want, and actually idiots believe them too. But that's California for you. I can't say that because we have some people from California that come on the show, and they're not idiots, but the majority of them are idiots. All right. Let me get into here. The feds have been election interference since 2016, and they rigged 2020 away from America. Most definitely, but MAGA, we've got the proof. Just no judge got the balls to take it up to put it through court system. All right, here we go. Hold on one second here. Dennis's Don't Get Dead segment time. Disaster factor. First tip here is 3 more important items for your 72-hour get home bag. Number 1 is a 4x4 foot cotton sheet for gathering water as dew off of grass and leaves, a tourniquet, a sling, or a pillow. That's number 1. Number 2, 1 liter of stainless steel bottle with removable lid to hold liquid, to boil water, and to cook your food. Number 3 is 4 to 6 contractor bags, not garbage bags, as these may be used to make a poncho, keep your clothes dry if crossing a stream, or to make a distillation unit for precipitating water, or even for gathering rainwater. There are some great tips right there for you guys. Now, mine, because nobody seems to worry about these, and I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm just going to show you the video about it. So here is my disaster factor tip of the day.
Thousands of animals are affected every year by natural disasters because many pet owners do not take the time to prepare. If a disaster were to strike tomorrow, do you know how to keep your pet safe? Follow these basic steps to make your pet preparedness plan now. Make sure all pets wear ID tags, including farm animals. Have current photos to help identify your pets in case you become separated from them. Build a survival kit. Include basic items to keep your pet happy, safe, and comfortable. Include items such as food, water, medicines, toys, treats, leashes, bedding, and crates. Know where you'll need to take your pets in case you need to evacuate. Create a list of pet-friendly hotels and shelters. Take your pets with you whenever possible. Do not leave your pet chained up or in a kennel. Create a buddy system. Ask a neighbor to see if they can check on your animals in case you're not home. Disasters are unpredictable. Always have multiple backup plans to keep your pets safe.
That is our Don't Get Dead disaster factor tips of the day. Very good one, Dennis. I got to check something here on Rumble real quick. Let me. John, I got those. I had sound on my Wimpkin or my Rumble page. when I turned it on. So I'm not sure what's going on the other end. But people don't pay attention to pets, and that's why I wanted to get that one out to you guys. Because the pets are important too. You just can't leave them there if something breaks off. Yeah, Lee, they were having issues, a lot of issues. I was having issues with them too. No, okay. That is our disaster factor tip. Great one there. Democrats are, I think I did that one already. Socialism Party, yep, that's Trump. Get that one out of here. Trump defends critics. Okay. Oh, yeah. Trump defends Harris, slams. She is not very good. And I don't know if you guys heard this, but he says that, well, you know what? Let him tell you. Take a look at
Kamala Harris, the vice president. You have criticized her appearance, you've criticized her intelligence. Is that the message to win over those moderate voters that you're going to need in the middle?
No, I don't think so. I think that the message is what a bad job they've done. I mean, if you look at this economy, if you look at inflation, and, you know, I love this country. I have to do what it takes to win. I have to get this country going because we're going to lose our country.
Why insult her intelligence?
Well, I have to do that. Well, I don't think she's a very bright person. I do feel that. I mean, I think that's right. I think I am a very bright person, and a lot of people say that. I don't think she's a very bright person. And you know what? Our country needs a very smart person, and I don't think she's a very smart person.
Well,
so
why
I'm
do you
not
think
looking
that?
to, I don't consider that an insult. That's just a fact.
But what evidence do you have for that?
I looked at the things that she said. I looked at the way she deals. I looked at her record.
He's exactly right. She's dumb as hell. All you got to do is watch her, listen to her, and you know it. She can't even speak. So she's definitely not that smart. Hi, Marissa. Welcome. Sooner or later, people will have to make a choice. Freedom or tyranny, to stand up and fight back or lose this country. Exactly right, Cecil. That is your only choices. If you don't vote Republican, vote for Trump, you can guarantee this country is lost. That is not an if. It is a definite for sure. Because look how close we are already. Gab says, she said, quite a while now, police officers will have to make a choice eventually, America or Gestapo. I believe that the police need to be let loose on crime. You find a criminal, I don't care what they are, do what it takes to stop them, because these people do not fear the police anymore, and it needs to happen. I get into a heated argument with some so-called freedom lover who lives in California, and he acted as he was going to destroy the democratic control that is in California. I told him he was foolish to believe that. I said there was 40 million people who claim to be conservatives. Why hasn't anything changed? My advice I gave him was to do what needs to happen. Everyone should leave and let the Democrats eat their own. They will beg you to return, and until they have eaten their own, do not go back until it happens. He obviously has never read An Atlas Shrugged. That's exactly right, because until they need you, people don't give a shit. That's the problem. I hope you guys have been writing all these items down for the 72-hour get home bag, because the first one who sends Charlie the complete list is going to be sent a brand new quality bushcraft knife. From me, and a book on survival when the shit hits the fan. Compliments of me. You guys get that? From Dennis. If you guys can get a list emailed to the email down there, conservativeviewpoint@yahoo.com, the whole list, Dennis is going to send you guys a bushcraft knife and a survival book. When the shit hits the fan, compliments of him. So there's your challenge. That's not my question. There'll be another question of the week coming up here probably Friday. But there's your challenge with Dennis. If you guys got a list of what he's been saying about your get home bag, which I am not going to win that one. I didn't write them down like an idiot. but he is going to send you a knife. So get those lists made and get them sent to the email. And we will get to it now. I'll get the winner to Dennis. Yeah, school's going back in here soon too. Here, I believe. She is not a smart person, and that's why the communist handlers love her. She will do whatever. Exactly. She's going to be a better puppet than Joe Biden, because at least they can prop her up and she can read from a teleprompter, or I've seen so far she can. She can't just talk on her own. So they definitely got themselves a good puppet right there. There's going to be riots either way, and by the same people. They need to be held accountable. Exactly right, Lee. And my way of being held accountable, when you burn somebody's buildings down, that is a threat to their life, period. And you defend it as such. Dennis, I keep a copy next to my family Bible. There you go. In California, there is where the communists perfected elections rigging. Just ask Bernie Sanders. They rigged it away from Bernie and for Hillary in 2016. Oh, I'm pretty sure you're right on that one, MAGA. That will be this Friday, which is the last day for the 72-hour bag. Okay, guys, hold off getting me your list until after Friday. Because I'm guessing he will have some more supplies to get by Friday. So you guys got to keep up. You got to wait and make your list up. Get them up there, guys. Try to win that knife and that book. That sounds great. All right. Trump says Kamala has refused to debate on September 4th. So, and what I told you guys yesterday, that she's hoping that Trump's going to be in jail after the 10th when his sentencing is on the 18th. So she doesn't have to debate him. So they're squeaking her out of this one on the 4th and with Fox and going straight to ABC. So that's why they're trying to keep her away from Trump. They're trying to keep her in a basement just like they did Biden in 2020. We the people are the police when it comes to our country being taken over. The police are paid to do their jobs in the cities they reside. When it comes to the country and our liberties, it is we the people. That's exactly right, Cecil. Because a cop for me, a state trooper, is an hour away, minimum. We don't have that time. I am the self-protection. All right. We're going to pass that one up. Andrew Tate, Biden. Okay, we are going to skip over that. We are going to this one. Biden had a secret nuclear strategy that he wasn't telling anybody about. But I'm going to let you watch this video real quick of this. I would get to these little more important ones. So take a look at this. Now, this idiot doesn't say anything to China or Russia or anything when they threaten us, but he wants to do this because he hasn't done anything and try to make him look like he's actually doing something. He's pathetic. That's all it is. And I missed one, and I don't know why I missed this one, but we guys know we were talking about ICE losing track of all these kids, right? And I'm going to show you this video real quick of this because I can't find the most that they said there was a couple 100,000. I only couldn't find the one that said like 32,000. Take a look at this.
The U.S. Department of Homeland Security's internal watchdog has flagged a severe issue. immigration officials are losing track of children who arrive unaccompanied at the border. Spanning both Trump and Biden's administrations, it has emerged that in the past 5 years, over 32,000 such children failed to appear at immigration court hearings, raising concerns about their well-being. Immigration and Customs Enforcement has been unable to verify their locations. The watchdog has stressed the need for urgent action to ensure these children's safety. This disclosure is part of an ongoing investigation into the mechanisms employed to track these minors post their release or transfer from U.S. custody.
Now, the reason why I did this one, guys, was because I found something pretty strange after I posted this one. Then I had to go back and I had to put another video in. Did you see Harris bragging about having the power to destroy someone with a pen? Yes, I did, Tina. And she bragged about this. And she said, I could put somebody in prison just with the stroke of my pen. And she kept repeating that. And she did it. She put somebody in jail that was innocent, and they have proven it was innocent, and he actually got out. But she's done it. This bitch is total radical nuts. Period. But I did see that, Tina, and thank you. I'm glad you reminded me of that one, too. I wouldn't doubt that it has been going on for decades. The Democrats didn't cheat. Oh, yeah. We know that cheating's been going on in our elections for a long time. But now we are becoming a third world country where they cheat on their elections all the time. Look at Venezuela. If no one has the complete list, I'll award it to the one who has the closest to the full list. Charlie, we'll make the final decision after we talk it over. So remember, guys, we've got to wait till Friday to get our list out for this, so you can win that bushcraft knife for that book and that book. That's going to be great. They are trafficking these children, our own government. Exactly, Gab. And now I want to watch this real quick before we run out of time. But I want to watch this one that I got. And it makes you think when you watch this video. Take a look at this.
Hello, good morning. Police have raided Andrew Tate's home in Romania as new allegations emerge involving minors. Well, Sky's Saba Chowdhury has more for us. Saba, what can you tell us?
Well, dozens of masked officers from Romania's anti-organised crime agency have raided Andrew Tate's home this morning. They say that they have searched 4 homes, and this is in and around Bucharest, investigating allegations of human trafficking, the trafficking of minors, sexual intercourse with a minor, influencing statements, and money laundering. Now, responding to these claims, Tate's spokesperson, Matei Petrescu, has said, although the charges in the search warrant are not yet fully clarified, they include suspicions of human trafficking and money laundering, adding that his legal team have been present the entire time. But what's interesting, and this must be stressed, is that Tate's spokesperson did not address the allegation specifically involving minors. Now, the 37-year-old former kickboxer is already on trial for human trafficking, for rape, and for forming a criminal gang to sexually exploit women, charges that he repeatedly denies to his almost 10 million followers that he's amassed on the social media platform X, saying that prosecutors have absolutely no evidence against him.
Okay, guys, answer me this question in chat. Do you know why I picked that video and why Romania sticks out so much to me? That's right, because Romania is one of the countries that have been paying Biden money, along with China, Russia, Ukraine, and all them, for all these years. So that makes me wonder, or should make you guys wonder, has he been trafficking these kids to Romania, to this guy? Is he the new Epstein? That's why I threw this in there, guys, because that makes me curious, because I think that's what he's doing. It's just funny at how it's in Romania. So it's disgusting, and I think that's what's happening. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. That's going to wrap up tonight's episode. We had another great conversation in chat. Don't forget to get your list together for Dennis's 72-hour bag and hold off till Friday to send them to me. And we will have a question of the week. I got to come up with a good one this time. And the first one to respond back to me will win something. I see some of them Lee got his mug today. I think everybody's gotten them that I sent them out to. And there'll be another one coming up Friday. So you guys got to stay tuned for that and get the list together. And that's going to be an awesome prize. So, oh, Tammy, I didn't even see you in there. Thanks you for coming. I didn't even see you. I'm sorry I missed you. But all right, guys, that wraps up for tonight's episode of The Conservative Viewpoint. We dove deep into the dangers of communism and socialism. And I hope you are leaving tonight with a renewed sense of purpose and vigilance. Remember, folks, the fight for our nation's future is in our hands. As we approach the November election, let's stay informed, let's stay engaged, and mostly important, stay true to the values that have made America the land of the free and the home of the brave. Our journey doesn't end here, everyone. Each of us has a role to play in preserving our freedoms and ensuring that the principles of liberty and individual responsibility continue to thrive. Talk to your neighbors, get involved in your community, and make your voices heard. That's what this show's about. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Your support and dedication to our cause or what keep our great nation strong. So until tomorrow night, guys, stay vigilant, stay patriotic, and keep the spirit of freedom alive. Good night, everyone. God bless. See you guys tomorrow.